All right. Thank you everyone for joining today. We have several great speakers to talk to us and answer any questions. I'm Philip Hadley, the Director of Marketing for Student Community Outreach, and I'll have my co-host Julio Gonzalez, who is our recruitment and engagement lead out of Del Rio, as my co-host. Julio, would you like to go ahead and introduce our guests today?
Yes, of course. Hi, good morning, everyone. How's it going? So on our liberal arts division, we have Dr. Heidi Escamilla.
Good morning, all.
Hi, how are you, ma'am?
I'm doing quite well. Thank you, Julio.
Awesome, awesome. Also, we have our Dr. Roxanne Linan. Hi, Dr. Roxanne. How's it going? She's also here from Del Rio.
Yay.
Yay. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Dr. Heidi. What is it that you do? Things like that.
Okay, well, just a little bit about myself. My name is Dr. Heidi Escamilla. These are some things that I enjoy doing. I enjoy reading. I will read anything that's got the printed English language and or Spanish language on it. So that's something that I enjoy doing. Other things that I enjoy doing, and yes, the answer to what you're thinking is yes, I do enjoy working out. And I do so from September to May. During the months of June, July, and August, you'll see me walking around because I'm kind of an old lady walking around the Walmart. That's what I do. Some other things that I enjoy doing is on occasion, I enjoy making and preparing a healthy meal, although it's not always all that healthy. Recently, I have started, Julio, I've stopped drinking my sugar as of 6 days ago. So I feel very proud of myself, like a champion there. Well, as far as what I do here at Southwest Texas Junior College, I have been named the new Liberal Arts Division Chair, and my partner in crime, Roxana Linan, will be overseeing primarily the adjunct faculty, and she will be the lead on that, and I will be the lead for the full-time faculty, and then we'll help each other out in between so that we'll know what what's required for the other role. And so I'm really excited about the new opportunity I have, and I hope to serve the faculty and the students well over the course of the next year. Welcome, students.
That is amazing. So what kind of books would you say that you really enjoy?
Oh, I enjoy autobiographies. I enjoy looking and peeking into someone else's life because I feel like I have a lot to learn from everyone, and that gives me a really good inside look. I'm also interested in Stoic philosophy. I like to listen to and read the books by Ryan Holiday. He's written books such as The Obstacle is the Way. And a lot of what he has to say reminds me of my Catholic faith.
That is awesome. That is great. What sign are you? I don't know if you are into astrology.
Could I be Capricorn? Is that a thing?
Yes, that is. That is a thing.
I think that's what I am.
Libra. Yes.
Okay. What does that mean about you?
Well, Libras are more perfectionist type of thing. They're allegedly they're very outgoing and like to talk a lot. So I don't know if I fit the criteria or not.
Okay. What about Capricorns? What are they like?
Capricorns, well, they say that Jesus was a Capricorn since it's in the month of December. So they're very
in good company.
Strong. They're leaders. So that's really good.
All right. Okay. Yes. Good to know.
Yes, that's very interesting. What about you, Miss Roxanne Linan? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I had 18 years in the school district as a teacher and an administrator. So overseeing a lot of these policies, regulations are pretty similar to me because they pretty much match. They coincide with each other with the district and the college. Overseeing faculty is the same thing. We had to do that in the school district as well. And I did teach for a year and a half at the junior college. I taught the Coles class and I taught the speech class. So yes. I enjoyed that very much so. And here in Del Rio, those positions are hard to come by So when I left, because I had to leave for medical reasons to take care of a family member, it's been hard to get back in. So I was so humble and blessed to get this position as division chair. And I think it was just great timing and you know, all in God's favor that I was able to get this position. So I'm super excited because a lot of it does, like I said, coincide with the district. Of course, thank God for my colleagues, Aide and for Armando, because without them, I pretty much would be lost. So I'm grateful for that. As far as reading books, I can't piggyback off of that. After I got my doctorate, I was pretty much done. Because after that I had kids. So I have a 13 and a 15-year-old that pretty much keep me busy. My 15-year-old's in football. My 13-year-old dances every single day. And she is in dance classes till 9:30 at night. So
Wow.
yeah, I've been taxi and busy doing mom things on my free time.
You're a super mom then. You're up and down everywhere and all around, right?
Yes, absolutely. And
That-
I'm
that is
fortunate that my son is in the early college.
super good.
So it's awesome to make that connection and then see it through the administrator eyes, the faculty eyes, and through the students' eyes, because my son tells me, you
Yeah,
know,
it gives you a 360 view of everything. And so I think that's really amazing. And it's awesome to have you here on campus too, in the Del Rio campus.
yes, I heard that Del Rio has always felt like the stepsister, stepbrother, because they've never had anybody here. So I'm so happy I'm housed here. And then I do travel once a week to Uvalde. So
Yes.
anything that I need to take back to meet with our deans, you know, I will gladly do that as well.
That is amazing. On a personal level, what do you like to do on your free time?
Sleep.
Sleep. Same.
Yeah, and I do
That's
like,
great.
I like boating, I like jet skiing. I like
Mhm.
to, of course, take advantage of our lake. The lake is so beautiful.
It's so
And
awesome.
so I got to enjoy that this past month, the month of June, pretty much.
With
And
this extreme heat, right? It's
yes, yes,
cool to like finally cool off and at the lake and
but the
everything.
water is so cool. It is so
Yes.
cool. I mean, you get in there, you're like freezing cold, but and then you get it acclimated, of course.
Yes.
But even though the lake is low, it's still all feasible. There are enough boats and jet skis fit, you know, tubing and all
That's
that
awesome.
stuff. So that's my favorite pastime.
That is awesome. Philip, is there anything you'd like to ask?
No, I think that covered it. Let's move to our applied sciences division. Mr. Moldragon, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into more of the meat of the conversation.
Sure. So I'm Armando Mondragon. I'm the new Applied Sciences co-chair along with Judy Estrada. This is going to be my 9th year here with SWTJC. Been teaching for 8. Well, this is going to be the 9th year teaching as well, because I teach anatomy and physiology, have taught biology for non-science as well, and the labs that go along with it. Been married for 9 years, have 4 kids now, and you know, just ready to go.
Awesome. That's great.
Awesome. And Miss Judy Estrada, also in the applied sciences division. You mind sharing a little about yourself today?
So my name is Judy Estrada. I am with new division chair aside with Mr. Mondragon for the applied sciences. I've been a nurse for the last 13 years. I've been with the junior college for 7 years. I am super excited to be in this position. I have 3 beautiful children, and I like to have fun when I can. I like to read and dance, and so I'm excited to be here to help.
Awesome. Is there a favorite dance you have?
No, I don't have like a favorite dance. I love to dance. I don't think really anybody knows that about me, but whenever my husband and I go out, you know, which is not very often, that we get complimented, and I just tell everybody it's my favorite thing to do is dance. One of my favorite things.
Are you doing the Dougie?
Oh, no Dougies.
No, Dougie, okay. Cha-cha slide, perhaps?
The cha-chas, things like that. I mean, we just, you know, we just like to have fun whenever we get to go out. And that's
Oh,
one of
that's
our favorite things to do is go out and dance.
Awesome. I just want to remind students that any students or prospective students that might be listening today that our pre-registration ends on Friday, the 18th, before 4 p.m. And then afterwards, you'll have an opportunity to a late registration, which is called pay as you go. And that will last until the second day of class, which will be August 29th. So our first day of class will be August 28th. I just wanted to drop that in there before we start. Dr. Escamilla, do you want to start with just giving a brief overview of some of your programs, some that may be lesser known, that some students might be interested in? Oh, you're on mute.
You know, I'm glad you asked, Philip, and I'll tell you why. Just yesterday, Landra Fowler, who is a coach and also a speech faculty here at the Uvalde campus, was sharing with me a class that she teaches. And this is a class where the students meet and do some free work. She puts them into teams, they do some free work, and then they'll meet on a Friday and continue to do some work in leadership, and they'll do some activities. And then the following week, the following Friday and Saturday, they'll actually take off and go camping over at Garner Park. And I just thought it was fascinating because she says the students are responsible for working in teams and pitching the tent. And the pre-work that they've done before has taught them how to start to start a fire, a campfire. And I thought that they are responsible for that as well. And I thought, oh, wow, amazing. And they're charged with preparing their meals. And I think that that's a fascinating way to get a PE credit.
Oh,
And
wow.
a lot of teamwork and leadership that's involved there. This usually goes on in late September. And then I think the camping part of it goes on in early October. So I think that was an interesting class. I want to really let the students know about it because I think it's a wonderful way to get a credit.
That is awesome.
Mhm.
So it's like basically they teach you how to be outdoors and how to work together to
Yeah,
have
and
that
she says,
experience,
if
right?
they don't start the fire, we're not having hot dogs. We're having cold dogs. Yes. So I think that the skills that are learned in camping, I think we can take those and apply them to our life skills. We have to learn how to and know how to work with one another. That is so important. We have to know how to critical think through difficult situations. And that's what that class really enforces. Some life skills, again, that it can be applied not only in a camping situation, but in life as well.
That is great.
Yeah.
Mr. Armando Mondragon, I have a question for you. What can a student expect? Let's say it's their first year of college and they are attending with us and taking a program in the applied science division. What can a student expect for their first year?
So I guess I'm going to start off first with, we have a program for any one of your interests, right? I mean, we've got anything from air conditioning to airframe mechanics and maintenance, diesel, automotive, AC tech, our new cybersecurity program. We've got a program for you on the applied sciences if you feel that the tech route is the way to go. What can you expect? Obviously, a whole bunch of guidance from our success coaches, our faculty eager to help you and get you on the route that you need to go. So a lot of help, a lot of encouragement, and leading you in the right direction.
Yes, that is awesome. I heard about a new program in the applied science area. Is it carpentry?
Yes, so we have carpentry as well. Carpentry is one of our new programs. So is cybersecurity. Like I was saying, we got diesel here. And I know that we're going to open diesel here coming soon in on the Uvalde campus as well.
On the Uvalde campus? That is amazing. Let's say I'm a student that's interested in carpentry. What is it that I'm going to be looking at more or less?
I mean, you'd be learning how to do blueprints. You'd be going off of taking classes for plumbing, electricity, essentially anything for building, right? those are the classes you would pay that you would be taking, learning how to roof, learning how to set up walls, all those different skills you'd be learning in our carpentry program. Yeah.
That is awesome. I mean, especially right now with the house pricing going up, right?
Definitely right now it's
that
it's
is-
high demand
that
and
is
high
great to know.
paying. It's high demand and very high paying. Yes.
Also with the cybersecurity as well, like it's something that a lot of businesses are looking into, especially like taking care of it for those hackers, right?
Yes, I know in San Antonio, I believe they just opened a brand new cybersecurity firm actually, and they're hiring 200 employees starting off, and they're looking to continue to increase. Yes.
And that is something that we can see in each campus, or is it?
Yes, so
certain
we do offer it in Eagle Pass and Del Rio and you on the Uvalde campus, and we're actually trying to set up a classroom in Crystal City as well to be able to get more students in there.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's a very emerging field. I've heard that San Antonio is going to become a hub of cybersecurity professionals. So
Oh
that's
yes,
very awesome.
yes, a whole bunch of growing tech companies going to San Antonio. So I mean, coming closer to the area. So that's great.
That is great. That's something that you can get locally. Like if you're from Uvalde, if you're from Del Rio, from Eagle Pass, that's a certificate you can get locally. And I think that's awesome that we provide that to the community. Quick question, Dr. Roxana Linan. What can a student expect if they are wanting to go into the liberal arts division area? If, let's say, I'm a new student.
Fortunately, we have an awesome staff, awesome success coaches that will guide you through the whole process. I've had several colleagues that have called and said, you know what, I haven't gone back to school in X amount of years, whether it's over 10 years or under 10 years. And luckily, our success coaches, Sandy Colombo and Eva de Anda, they're extremely helpful and willing to work with the student, depending on where they're at with their degree plan or where they're at in life. And they will be able to advise them, you know what, this would be the route you need to go, or we can open it up to an awesome resource that we have with the workforce, because some of those students, you know, they're already working parents, working moms, dads, and they have to continue with their full-time job. So how can they continue their degree along with keeping their job so they can go the workforce route, which, like I said, we will have those resources. And we do have our workforce. Crystal Sanchez will be housed here on Wednesday mornings here in Del Rio. So if that is something that a student needs, that they need to go the workforce route, well, at least they'll be here on Wednesday to advise them and give them the best opportunity that they can with what they have going on in their life.
Hey, I do want to piggyback off that, Julio, if I may.
Yes.
Also want to encourage, if you're a high school student out there, wherever you might be, I want you to really seriously consider taking at minimum 15 hours of college courses as dual credit. If you're out there and you are a parent of a high school student, I want to encourage you to challenge your child to take at minimum 15 hours of college courses for dual credit. And I'll tell you why. That's going to offset the cost of your child's college education once your child steps onto our campus or onto major university.
That is awesome. I mean, especially right now with the economy kind of not doing so great, right? Save that money. Take advantage of actually take advantage of those credits being offered free at the high school as a dual credit student, and later on transfer to the university that you want. With us, I know that for a fact with Southwest Texas Junior College, you do save a pretty penny since you are local and you don't have to actually worry about rent or gas, especially right now that gas is so expensive. So yeah, I think that is awesome. A quick question about let's say I'm a student that is interested in engineering. what does that follow into? Is that liberal arts, or would it follow into applied science?
Actually, that is going to fall under the liberal arts division this year. That's something new under the liberal arts division, I guess. So we oversee not only social and behavioral sciences, but math and the arts and sciences as well. So the engineering courses are taught here, and they are a great foundational courses that are going to set you up for success when you go to the university of your choice.
Wow, awesome, awesome. And then I've heard about a transfer program. Who can talk a little bit more about that?
I can say a little bit. I know that in October, I just wrote it in my calendar. Here in Del Rio, at the Del Rio campus outside on October 25th, they're going to have a transfer and career fair. So Ms. Colombo will get all the colleges that she possibly can to set up information booths. That way, students that are already ready to transfer out to universities or even like vocational pathways, they'll be able to get the information needed prior to obviously the end of the second session, that when it ends, and get the information they need so that way they can already prepare to transfer out, whether it's going to be the university or a vocation. And a lot of times that's when they can get more personal and ask, okay, make sure whatever classes they took at SWTJC can transfer into that program that they are wanting to pursue.
Yes.
Definitely, yeah. Our career fairs, they happen on all of our three campuses, and something that we are really excited to have for our students. That's definitely a big deal. As a former transfer student of Southwest Texas Junior College, I can say that that saved me a lot of money for sure. Getting that associates beforehand, before transferring off to a big university. We recently sent a postcard out to recent high school graduates that kind of compared the cost of a four-year university over coming here for your two first years. And it shows the savings can be as little as $11,000 to over 20 when you look at some of our major universities. So you can definitely save money by coming here, and especially help your parents out too if they're helping you at all, or yourself.
Yeah, I think that many people think that by attending Southwest Texas Junior College, their credits won't transfer, but we are a credited school all around the US. So I think many people still think that by going to Southwest Texas Junior College, you're going to stay here. No, we help you out, transfer over to the university of your dreams. If you're wanting to go to UT, UTSA, we have success coaches that help you out applying to those colleges and transferring over. So I think it's pretty great there.
Definitely. So let's move on to Miss Judy Estrada. Do you want to share with us about any of the programs you're overseeing, some of the ones that might be lesser known? Anything else you'd like to comment on today?
Yeah, so along with Mr. Mondragon, we are overseeing all of the technical programs there at or here at SWTJC. One of the programs that I'm still learning about many of the programs, but one of the ones I feel like we could touch base on would be our new carpentry program that's opening up this fall, or they are looking for more students. I mean, it's going to be an excellent program that's going to benefit, a lot of this community. But I think that's one of the programs that we could, push out and say, hey, the carpentry program is here now. And it's something that's going to be beneficial. Another one of the programs that I kind of think about is aviation, mechanics and things like that. And so I feel like these programs are a little bit lesser have lesser enrollment, I guess I should say, but I feel that we could, there are definitely exciting programs that give you a lot of, much needed information. I would be so happy taking one of the carpentry programs myself if I could, just because I like to fix things and do things. And I think, with COVID and everybody doing all this TikTok stuff and learning how to build new shelves and stuff, that would be so awesome to be able to actually have some training to be able to do that without messing everything up. But yeah, so I think the carpentry program is a really exciting program that's coming up that is open to men and women.
Yeah, absolutely.
Judy,
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
that's right. When I think of the carpentry, you know what? My mind was going to like it, men are going to be interested. Well, shame on me. Yes, women, of course, I'm sure we're going to see them there in great number as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a thing that we can definitely push for. And the same thing with the mechanics, even automotive or things like that. I think women are becoming way more independent. I know I'm a very independent woman, but those are things that I would love to, even myself, love to take, just so that I can learn a little bit more and know that I'm doing things the right way.
So I'd like to piggyback off of that automotive comment, because I know I want to highlight that our automotive program is in a partnership with Ford. So whenever you leave our automotive program, you will be Ford certified. So certified to work at dealerships across Texas or throughout the country, as long as it's a Ford dealership, to be able to work on those cars as well, those vehicles. Yes. And then obviously, we do also have our radiology tech programs, our LVN, RN programs, all those waiting for anybody who's interested in the medical field. Also high paying jobs and very high demand.
Absolutely. And I just want to reinforce something we said at the top of the call, that it's not too late to register. Our last day of registration for the fall is on Friday the 18th before 4. If you aren't able to register, we also have 2 8-week semesters, and if you can't register for the first one, there's always going to be the second one that you can register for. After that, the last day to register for pay as you go will be the 29th. The first day of classes will be August 28th. So just wanted to drop that in there one more time before we continue our discussion.
So if you're looking for a sign to register and you need a sign, this is your sign. So anyone who's seeing this live, come on and register, give us a call, and we can help you out gladly.
Yeah, spread the word, share it.
Absolutely. We have a main line that you can call. It's 830-278-4401. That will connect you to any of the 3 campuses we have immediately. That's the first thing it'll ask when you call. Please, we ask you to reach out to your success coach. Look at our website. You can make advising appointments online. You can visit self-service and register yourself if you're comfortable doing so. We're here to help. So everyone, please, take a look at that. Take a look at what we're offering and the price and the availability and the convenience.
Mm-hmm.
Going off of availability, if you think that you don't have time to do it, we offer night classes. We do offer some weekend classes, so classes on Saturday. And we also have online courses for those of you that are super busy. I mean, parents with kids having practices and school recitals and this and that. We offer a whole array of online classes as well that you can take and, get involved that way with us.
Absolutely.
Also, if I can add something, if you haven't graduated from high school and you're looking into the GED, or si quieres aprender inglés, contamos con clases de ESL, que viene siendo, which means it's classes for English classes for those non-speakers. And you can also get the GED with us with our AEL program. Give us a call about that as well, and we can gladly help you out and register.
Definitely.
Mhm.
So also if you're not aware, our website is swtjc.edu. One of the first things you'll see there is register online and how to set up advising appointments. So it's very easy. You also may see Julio and I at different community events. We often participate in many community events, many recruiting events. So you probably will see our faces out there, trying to recruit people and make people aware of the college and really get the exposure out there. So come talk to us for sure.
Say hi. We can gladly help y'all out with any questions that you may have. Gladly.
So I just want to open it up to any of the other division chairs who may want to add some more information or talk about their programs. Feel free to do so right now if there's something you feel like you haven't covered or something important you might have left out.
I have a question for Mr. Either Mr. Mondragon or Mrs. Estrada. When going into the nursing program, tell us more about the labs, the sim labs that are available.
Yeah, so as far as the labs go, I know that the nursing program is involved with what we have our anatomage tables. So those are going to be huge tables that you're going to be able to essentially virtually dissect people, right? You'll be able to see different scenarios on there. You can see a gunshot wound to the head. You can see
Oh, wow.
a pregnant woman. So you'd be able to see the MRI. It essentially slices of that patient. You'd be able to see different layers where you're kind of peeling it off and seeing
Different systems.
different systems. But in the pregnant woman, you'd be able to see the actual baby on the inside of the uterus. You'd be able to see many different scenarios with those tables. They're really fun and really interactive. It's like you're actually doing stuff on a patient.
So this is like a table, right? It's not like an actual person, correct?
No, so I'm
It's
gonna,
a table. It is a table. Yes, it's a table, but the data that was used to collect to use this table comes off of actual patients.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So I'm gonna piggyback off of that one just really quickly. I know that we're talking about the nursing part of it, but it also has wildlife animals. So it's good for anybody interested in the wildlife as well. So they have options to use that as well, because it does include different animals to do the same exact thing as you would on a human being.
Wow.
That is awesome. So like instead, like before, I remember back in high school that we had to actually dissect a little piglet. Like now it's more in using the table, correct?
The human cadaver.
A lot of it will come from the table. Yes. A lot of it will come from the table. You will have some dissections, but it's not going to be to the extent that it was before, where it's like the actual where it's, you know, the hands-on dissection. You'll have more hands-on experience with those tables. I mean, with those tables, you can essentially have the heart on the table rotated by using the touch screen and watching the blood flow through all these blood vessels, the ventricles contracting, the valves opening and closing. I mean, it's only going to help you with the understanding. And no one else has that in the region.
Wow.
No one else has that in the region. And we have tables here in Eagle Pass, in Crystal City, in Uvalde, and Del Rio.
That is awesome.
Yes, very immersive experience for sure.
So someone that is interested in the medical field, also, I wanted to talk about more about the sim labs that I know that our RN department gets to practice in those labs before entering the hospital before they graduate. Is that correct?
That's correct. So very, very interactive. I know that we just had that open house in Del Rio a couple days ago, and we had students go in there and they had a series of questions where they were asking the mannequin, hey, what's your name? And the mannequin answers back, and what's your pain level? And it tells you what the pain level is. They can change it to Spanish. They could change it to Russian, to Polish.
Wow.
It changes the languages. But as far as these mannequins giving you real world experience, almost, it's pretty insane. I mean, we've got mannequins that will simulate childbirth. It's crazy. I mean, these mannequins can they can have seizures. They can show you if someone's cyanotic, so where they're missing oxygen. It's just a great experience.
That is great. So we can say that our nurses are very well prepared with this type of technology.
Very well prepared. They get to train so that any mistakes that they're going to make are done on the mannequins and not in real life. But yes, most of our nurses, all of our nurses that walk out of here are definitely, they come back and they tell us they're very prepared.
That is awesome.
So Ms. Lee, Dr. Linan, can you tell us a little bit more about any of the other programs that you oversee?
Yes, so currently, my colleague and I, Dr. Escamilla, we're looking at staffing. So we're looking at all the classes that are available, all the math, all the biology, along with the labs, the communications, the psychology, the arts. So there is arts offered. For example, there is a music class offered. We're looking into that. I know depending on what site you're at, it may be a DL, distance learning class. But again, we offer all the things that you need in order to get your associate's degree. I too, Philip, am a graduate of Southwest Texas Junior College. I unfortunately didn't have what we have now, is the whole transfer thing. I transferred from here to University of North Texas in Denton, Texas. So, and I hear that UNT is involved with us with the Southwest Texas Junior College. So I think that's great because that's my alma mater. But I wish I would have had the resources that Southwest Texas offers now. And I want every student, everybody to know that everybody is so helpful here, allowing you to get the opportunity to get your degree and whatever. I mean, they'll make it happen. And that's why I'm blessed to work here with such great people that are willing to go above and beyond for each individual, because everybody's life story is different. But I know that now how Southwest has evolved, I mean, they're so much more helpful. Financial aid is helpful as well. Back then, I mean, we had to do it all on our own. It was like taking your own course to fill out that financial aid form. So I'm grateful that we have great resources here and great staff to help you with all that. So there's no one should ever leave with, I don't know how to do this, because everybody here is helpful enough to get you through whatever it is that you're not sure of.
I have a question now that you mentioned that about distance learning. How does that work, Dr. Linan?
So with the distance learning, on our end, like we link courses together. So that way all the sites can be linked. So obviously someone is going to teach at one site, whether it's Crystal City or Hondo or Medina Valley, but then it can be linked depending on staffing, which is what we're looking at right now. Depending on staffing, you may be sitting in a classroom looking at a screen. However, that there will be a monitor there. So you're not just like let alone without anybody. There is a monitor there that has constant contact with the instructor or the professor. So that way the classes can run smooth. Now, with technology, you either love it or hate it sometimes. So it's not always going to be 100% seamless. However, we will remedy the problem. And I mean, it won't be at any fault to the student. So that's a good thing. But yes, sometimes classes are offered through distance learning, but you will still get that as much feedback as needed to be a successful student.
That is awesome.
Yes, and I want to also add that there are also online classes that students can enroll in. Hey, if it looks like you're your day, your life, is just so busy. Challenge yourself with an online course. There are many course offerings available in that manner. They are, each online course that I've seen is very detailed. It is as if the instructor is there guiding you every step of the way without actually being there. So if you find that your life is maybe too busy and you can't actually physically come to class, consider one of the online classes. Or if you do want to be here, consider perhaps, putting your toe in the water and coming on a Saturday. Maybe you've got kids and somebody can watch them on the weekend, or maybe that's your only free time and you want to do something that's face to face. Consider looking at the course offerings on Saturday.
So with the online classes, I could get my complete associates completely online.
That is
Correct.
correct. That is correct. So in order to earn an associate's, you need to have 60 specific hours, 60 or specific coursework, depending on what area, what course of study that you are looking into receiving your associates in. But yes, they can be done completely online on the liberal arts side of the house. Now, that's going to look a little differently when you are in that construction course, or when you are in the auto mechanic course, PTC. That's a little different there.
Definitely. I also want to bring up kind of all of the remote student services we have here. We have Trio. We have tutoring services, all available online, different in our different campuses. So, if you need help writing a paper, you need to visit with a success coach. Any of those things, they can also be done virtually. So we want to make sure that our students are well aware of all the remote student services that are available, where our faculty and staff, work hard to support your needs and help you be successful in a remote setting and in person. Those things are both available in both of those types of modes of communication. So we have online advising, online tutoring, we have online support services that are ready to help you out. I think one of the things that Julio and I encounter a lot in the community is just students not really sure what they want to pursue in their future. I think this is a great place to come for that. I think that you can kind of find yourself here, find the things that interest you the most. And I think it will really be a great jumping off point to figure out where you want to go with your career or your life, what have you. Great place to do that in this nurturing environment where you have a lot of help, a lot of resources. You have a small class size. You have a great opportunity to have kind of a one-on-one relationship with the services we have here, as well as your instructors.
I want to go ahead and say that this school is set up for your success. The tutoring that is offered here are done by students who have taken the course. They've been a success. They've been trained on how to tutor other students. So you're going to have a peer tutor who knows what they're talking about, who very likely took the very same course that you are needing help in. And most importantly, it's free, folks. It's free. So let's come and take advantage of those free resources that are offered here at the college.
Absolutely. We even have student wellness support here that can be done in person and virtually. We have a line you can call at any time of the day and get support emotionally or any other way that you might need. We have a care team. We have something called the Zenden, which is a new thing that's currently being expanded to some of our other campuses. We have the first one here in Uvalde. It's actually just a place to go to practice self-care, whether that be sitting down, laying down, reading a book, listening to a sound machine. We have that available, and that's going to be something that's going to grow to our other 3 campuses too. So not only just student support, but emotional well-being. We have a food pantry for students who need help with obtaining food and other types of hygiene products. And we also have an app called Circle In and Top Campus that you can get a free subscription to for being a student here. So many available resources, whether you're online or in person, for sure.
Also, something that I wanted to add, for the free tutoring and everything, that there you're able to go to our Student Success Center. And that's actually what it is a Student Success Center where students are able to go and be in a computer, work on their work there with help of a tutor. Let's say you struggle with math, you struggle with English. I knew I struggled writing essays back in the day, but thanks to the writing center that helped me out actually working on those essays and being able to complete that. So I think it's a really great opportunity for students to take advantage of. Also, I know that the online tutoring, the Tutor Me, is a 24 hours tutoring system that works with us there through Canvas. So I think that's pretty great. I mean, you could be a procrastinator and still having trouble completing your work and still need help with it. Someone is already there helping you, and very last minute. I know I'm a little bit of a procrastinator myself, but trying to work on that. So it's okay and it works out. So at the end of the day, and I really do think that it's great, the help that is given to the students here at Southwest Texas Junior College. Changing subjects a little bit, I just want to ask, what is bots? If someone can help me out with that.
What is what? I'm sorry.
Bots, BOTS. I think it has to do something with business.
Bot. Oh, the bot
Bot.
program. Yeah, so that would be like your word processing, your business management, counting, things like that. So that's the program having to deal with business management, word processing, areas of that nature.
So let's say I'm interested in business. However, I really don't want to do the whole giving my bachelor's in business. It would be like a certificate program, or how would that work, sir?
Sure. So we do have a bot certificate program. So you would go through the courses that we offer, and you can find the whole layout of the business management program online.
Okay.
But you would be able to get that certificate and essentially have that added skill right to your bachelor's degree. Mhm.
Oh wow. And how long does it take for to get a certificate if I were to join a certificate program?
It just depends on the certificate that you're trying to get, right? Because we have a basic program, we have an advanced program, right? It just depends on if you're focused on international or you can find all those online. I wish I could share my screen with you.
Okay.
So you could see where we have it on our website, but we do have a basic, an advanced, an international business management certificate. We also have public administration. So like I said, all those classes you're able to see, and on the website you're able to see the breakdown of exactly how many semesters it's going to take. For an advanced, it would take the 2 semesters where you're going to be taking 12 hours in the fall semester, and then the spring semester you'd be taking 20.
Okay.
Sorry, 16.
Awesome. I know that we have some people in the comments asking about our welding program. Would one of y'all be able to speak to that?
Sure. So what is there a specific question about the welding program, or?
I'm looking now. I think it's just general.
Just a general welding.
Yeah,
so
just welding program. It just says welding program question. So I guess anything you can provide would be helpful to that person.
okay, yeah. So again, we as far as the welding program, we provide a basic level 1 certificate, if you like that and you want to continue, you can continue and do an advanced certificate. You can also do an Associates of Applied Science degree in welding technology as well, if you feel like you want to continue and finish off with your welding certificate. I mean, right now, with what's going on with obviously oil all over the world, it's a huge area of need, especially in our area, Carrizo, Crystal, in these areas where we have a whole bunch of oil rigs, right? Welding is high paying, high demand, definitely. That kind of answer the student's question. I hope so.
I think so, yeah, that was good. I mentioned earlier that we do have a first and second 8-week semester. I just wanted to make everyone aware that registration for that second 8-week semester is April 3rd through October 6th. So if there's for any reason you cannot attend school until the second 8 weeks, which the first day of classes is October 23rd, we do have those mini semesters within each 16-week semester. So I just wanted to make sure I was clear on that part. And once again, as I've said before, in case you're just joining, the last day to register is August 18th, this Friday before 4 p.m. But late registration will occur until August 29th, which is the second day of class. So please visit our website at swtjc.edu or call our main line at 830-278-4401. Set up an appointment with a success coach today, and or look at your classes in self-service student planning. I know a lot of our students are very well versed in using that platform to register, and it's definitely encouraged if you're familiar already with your degree plan and you've done that before. But as always, we have plenty of success coaches on all of our campuses willing to help you out with that, guide you through that process. If it's the first time, just come visit us or give us a call. We're here on campus 8 to 6. So
We're here for you. This is your sign.
yes, exactly.
I just have one final question for everyone. What is the thing that you're most excited to see to live starting this upcoming semester? Hope it wasn't that hard.
Okay, so the question is, what am I
What is
excited?
it that you're more excited of starting this next semester?
Oh, the vibrancy that the students bring to the college campus, all of them, the college campuses, the liveliness, the energy. And it's only here when the students are here.
Yes. What about you, Dr. Linan? What is something that you're looking forward to?
Definitely piggyback off of that, because right now it does feel a little lonesome just with us staff, professors. So yeah, we need that energy, that vibe. We need that vibe, the student vibe, to kind of cultivate this campus, because it's bare without them. So I'm sorry, Dr. Smee, I had to copy your.
Really, I guess for me, yeah, it's going to be the same. I'm just excited to see student life pick back up on campus, especially with everything that we have, from frontera rooms to the swings that we have outside, and so many things that we have on campus to help students feel more comfortable here, and just want to be here on campus.
Yeah, and I do want to mention also, there's always lots of opportunities for free food. And I've got to tell you, I'm all about the free food. Wherever there's free food, somehow I'm there too. So
Yeah,
want to
it's
encourage you
excitement.
to do the free food opportunities.
Yeah, I would chime in with the same. I'm super excited. Students back on campus and all of those things, everybody's involvement, and just the growth and the successes that we're going to see.
Awesome.
Absolutely. I wanted to mention also that our student services advising success coaches are actually available virtually as well. So you don't have to actually come to campus to meet with an advisor. So yeah, we have a ton of great resources, and like I said, get to registering as soon as possible. The deadline is coming up Friday before 4. You can do late registration, but you have to remember that that's going to be a pay-as-you-go model. So you'll have less time to make that payment, but you can still get into classes. So don't think that all hope is lost. We also have our second 8-week semester that registration opens for April 3rd to October 6th. So don't miss out on that. We want you to come in. We want you to call, visit us virtually any way possible. Just make that registration date. Don't let this opportunity slip by. We want you to be able to go far in your career, in your future, and you can definitely do that here at SWTJC. With that, I think we're good to go unless anyone has any other closing comments.
We welcome you, students. Adelante. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, guys. This is your sign. Call us, contact us.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.